Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Who We Ooed, an unofficial Doctor Who watch along podcast. Today, we're talking about Four to Doomsday, the second Fifth Doctor adventure. But before we jump into the episode, my name is Ben, and I'm here with Cam. How you doing today, Cam?
I'm just Cam. I'm not your co-host, Cam. I'm just Cam.
Y- yeah, you are.
Have I been demoted, Ben?
My name is Ben, and I'm here with my
No,
co-host Cam.
don't do that. Don't change it. It's too late, Ben. You already made up your mind.
I'm so sorry.
I'm doing good. I saw a movie early yesterday. I saw a Norwegian movie called A Sentimental Value that was really good.
How did you see it early?
There is a It's kind of like a film festival, but kind of isn't. Boston's Independent Film Festival does a fall focus.
So is this a event that you physically went to?
Yes, so they do a event where they for now what they're doing is 2 weekends where they're showing a bunch of movies early that would be like the Oscar movies, the awards contenders. Where maybe they host their thing in spring, so they're not really getting a majority of those titles. They're much more getting more independent stuff. So this is their chance to be able to show to the Boston community the big award contenders. And this one is very high up there for being the Oscar winner for Best International feature. And also Stellan Skarsgård is very much a contender for being Best Supporting Actor. And he's very good in this movie, my God.
Cool.
How are you doing, man?
I'm good.
I saw you also saw a movie recently.
Yeah, I saw Tron Ares the other day.
How was it? Because you are a big Tron fan.
I am a big Tron fan. And as a big Tron fan, I thought it was pretty good. I think it's pretty much exactly falling into the same traps that Tron and Tron Legacy did, where
Mm.
really cool visuals, really great music, not much story, not great characters. But Tron, it's always about the coolness. It's never about who's this guy. And I think it is another Tron movie, and I'm happy.
Did Nine Inch Nails deliver with the soundtrack?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It doesn't surpass Daft Punk's, but it's pretty good.
But what is Ben? Who could top that soundtrack?
The only way Tron Legacy soundtrack could have been topped is if Daft Punk did Ares,
Yeah.
and they couldn't. They don't exist anymore.
The other option was only going to be Nine Inch Nails. Like
Yeah,
there's no other
and
band
they're
that can
great.
do that.
When I saw Challengers, which has it's Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. Are they both Nine Inch Nails?
Yes. So there is more members of Nine Inch Nails, but there was like two. Well, at first it was just Trent, and then he brought in Atticus at some point, and then they just became Trent Nine Inch Nails. And then when they go on tour and stuff, they have like other musicians there, and like when they make the album, they bring in other musicians. But
Yeah,
Nine Inch Nails are themselves. The creative entity of Nine Inch Nails is the two of them.
yeah. And I thought the Challengers soundtrack was great, which gave me hope for this one, and it delivered. It's really good. I need to listen to it more just like as an album on its own. I listened to about half of it yesterday, and it definitely works better when it's a movie.
Interesting,
It
because
kind of blends together a little bit.
I am a big Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross fan for their film composer stuff. I like Nine Inch Nails. I actually just got tickets to go see Nine Inch Nails next year. I'm very excited.
Ooh,
But I love listening to their scores, especially the Social Network score. I've listened to so many times. That's up there in my most listened to film scores. And the bits I've heard from the Aries soundtrack is really good.
yeah.
I'm debating whether or not to see it because I don't think the trailer looked good.
Yeah, the big problem with the movie is Jared Leto, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I've looked at like some interviews and stuff, and I know he's really passionate about Tron. And this movie probably wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Jared Leto. But I don't like him. He's not good. If the main actor was anybody else, I think this would have been a better movie.
Yeah, I'm debating whether or not to see it just because it's like I know in a movie theater that score is going to be very cool.
Yeah, it was. even with the theater I went to, one of the speakers was having a problem, and it kept like making a loud like pop about every 10 minutes,
Mm,
which was very obnoxious.
mm.
But even so, it was good.
Probably pushing it to its limits. It hasn't gone down to those frequencies ever.
Yes. It's a lot of like grungy, angry.
What do you expect from Nine Inch Nails?
Yeah. More so than the like majesty and wonder of Daft Punk.
Yeah. I last night I came home late because I saw that movie in Boston. So I was like, what should I watch? What should I put on, Ben? And I put on Tron Legacy. And my God, Ben, does that Daft Punk score is so good.
Yes, it is. But this is not a Tron podcast. This is a Doctor Who podcast. Again, we are talking about Four to Doomsday, broadcasts January 18th to January 26th, 1982 on BBC One. This was written by Terence Dudley, who previously directed Meglos, and will go on to. Oh, he also wrote the K9 and Company pilot, A Girl's Best Friend, and he will go on to write Black Orchid and King's Demons. Directed by John Black, who previously directed The Keeper of Traken and also A Girl's Best Friend. Produced by John Nathan Turner. A quick synopsis for the episode, courtesy of the official DVD range. The Doctor has returned Tegan to 1981, the right time, but the wrong place. The TARDIS has landed on a massive spaceship 4 days away from Earth. It is a domain of Monarch, a scientific genius of almost godlike power. Monarch rules over 3 billion of his species, as well as a group of apparently immortal humans from Earth's history. What part has he played in Earth's past, and what are his plans for its future? Will he save humanity from itself, or be its destroyer? It's 4 to Doomsday, and the Doctor has no time to lose finding out. Cam, what did you think?
Before I get into that, I do want to point out this is the first episode that is script edited by Anthony Root, who does a little bit of episodes in season 19. He does this one, he does The Awakening, and he does Earth Shock.
The Visitation, you mean?
Yeah, The Visitation. What did I say? The Awakening?
Awakening.
Yeah, sorry. Got my Fifth Doctor stories confused.
Yeah. It's worth noting before we jump into it that this was the first story produced. So this is the first time that Peter Davison is playing the Fifth Doctor, which we can factor in when we say our opinions. Which, Cam, what is your opinion? What did you think?
I found this to be a bore. This is a very boring episode of Doctor Who. Very boring 100 minutes. Or what's not 100 minutes? How many minutes is it?
90 something.
Yeah, it's oh yeah, it would be 100 minutes. There's 425 part episodes. But anyways, it's a bore. I think that some of the concepts are interesting, but at the end of the day, especially when we get past part one, I am just bored by this story. There's not enough there that I'm like keeping me interested, keeping me like the revelations. I'm like, oh, I'm on the edge of my seat of what's going to happen here and what is the next twist going to be. It's more just like, when is the story going to be over? Please, for God, I hope this is over soon. I also think that a lot of times the companions this episode, I just like Adric is very annoying this episode. This is the most annoying we've had Adric basically ever. And then Tegan is just back to just like Tegan this episode all she is very much like I want to go back to Heathrow and get me out of here and I'm an air stewardess. And then this is just kind of there.
Yeah, to interject. Yeah, I also found this pretty boring. And each of the companions, and even a little bit of the Doctor, I think are annoying in different ways.
But who's the most annoying out of the bunch, Ben?
I mean, it's of course Adric. Like this is, I mean, Terrence Dudley must have just hated Adric because this is like major character assassination is what I would have to call it. Like right off the gate, being the most misogynistic piece of shit imaginable. Like you were meant to hear that. Just like Jesus Christ, Adric.
There is some great letterbox reviews for this. Cole/Gwen said, Adric is literally Space Ben Shapiro.
And then it doesn't get better later, where, you know, in like part 3, he's talking to the villain of the story, Monarch. And then he starts going off like, "Oh, yeah, you're right. You're so great. You have an awesome plan. I'm with you all the way." And I thought, "Oh, yes, he is being sneaky, and he's like, he's got a ploy. You know, he's pretending, going along with it for a while." And then he starts like assaulting Tegan. And he was actually just duped. He's just actively working against the doctor and the rest.
Math Ben. He got influenced by the maths.
I don't, like I said, Terrence Dudley must have really hated Adric.
But like the kid in this K9 and Company was also annoying. So maybe he
Yeah,
just thinks maybe he just thinks teenage boys are just annoying little shits.
maybe. But like, whoever that kid's name was, we just watched it a little bit ago. I don't remember. He wasn't like actively working against Sarah though.
And he also wasn't like sexist towards Sarah Jane.
Yeah, he liked robots and had a weird laugh. And then also Tegan, unlike the previous story where she's like, "Yeah, let's get shit done. I have it together." She's just, very manic and frightened and we gotta get out of here, doctor. Come on, doctor. And it's just not conducive to good storytelling and characterization.
Yeah, and of course, this is also the episode that we had to bring up when we're talking about Tegan, that we get the iconic Tegan meme. I think Josh Thayer started it. Do you know what the meme I'm talking about?
I do not.
You don't? It's a very popular meme. It made it past even Doctor Who's fair. Let me see if I can send you the GIF.
I think I've maybe have seen this before.
But if you don't know, dear listener, it's Tegan at the console room being flustered and confused and angry, and then she just kind of just flares her hands at a point.
Yeah. And then Nissa, she's there. She's pretty much just a damsel in distress, gets kidnapped a couple times.
She's the one that gets the culprit of, we have 3 companions. I only know how to write for 2 of these, so one's just gonna get left behind.
I mean, it's really just one thing she did, but it really rubbed me the wrong way. And, towards the beginning, they're like, they head out from the TARDIS into the spaceship for the first time. And Tegan starts like cracking open and modifying all these machines. Like, "Oh yeah, grab me the thing from the TARDIS," and I'm like, "Nissa, those aren't yours. Stop fucking with them. This may be friendly, maybe not friendly, guys. Why are you doing that?"
Interesting. I just read on Wikipedia that they decided to, after Casarova, that this episode they're going to write out Nissa. But then Peter Davidson said that, hey, this character is the most suited to his vision of the Doctor. So they kept Nissa around.
Interesting. What are your thoughts about the Doctor this episode? This is the first one that he's not suffering from post regeneration sickness.
Yep.
But this is also the one that they recorded first, so it's still not, to me anyway, 100% clear who is this guy. Comparing it to like Robot or Spearhead from Space, giving that instant characterization, all I know right now is that's the Doctor. I don't know what stands him out other than he has a cricket ball.
Ben, see, this is where it's hard because I've seen other Peter Davidson stories, and I can tell you, this is Peter Davidson's Doctor. Like, there's a reason why the fandom just is like, he's the beige Doctor. He's just kind of just the Doctor. Like, there's nothing really like too much like all the other Doctors so far. 1, 2, 3, and 4, all unique, all different.
Yeah.
You can easily tell that, oh no, this is the first Doctor, this is the second Doctor, this is the third Doctor. The fifth Doctor is pretty much like a writer being like, I'm writing for the character type of the Doctor, and this is what I'm gonna write.
There has to be something about him that's unique, though.
And this is kind of like the start of it. Of like, there's not really too much to say about Peter Davidson's performance this episode because he's kind of just playing the doctor. There's nothing, he doesn't add anything new to the equation, as like Tom brought a little bit more mystery of like, is he actually good? Is he a bad guy? Is he insane? While Pertwee brought more of like, he is the leading man, he is the hero. I am going to be doing the action stunts and look at me. And then Pertwee brought, of course, the hobo-ness and the little bit of like, I'm more action hero, and like, and then Hotnell, of course, was the original. So like, this is the first time where it's like the Doctor, he doesn't really bring anything in particular new, except for he's younger, he's running around a little bit more, you know. And like a lot of people talk about, like he's the first guy that does like the okay, Deacon, let's do like, you know, he's kind of like the first one that does something like that, where like Tom's never out of breath. Tom's never like, so we no, Tom's always has the most fullest like lungs, and he's gonna, you know, he's never out of breath, you know. Well, Peter Davison, even in this episode, he is out of breath at moments. He is like, okay, we gotta do this, you know. But except for that, he's pretty much just the archetypal Doctor, where he's just a good guy, Ben. He's just a good guy,
He's just like, we gotta do what we gotta do, you know? Gotta save the world.
and we gotta put up with the sexist Adric.
Yes.
Do you think Adric would have been a fan of the manosphere, Ben?
I mean, probably if it keeps those women out of his way. So outside of our main characters, what is there to talk about? Monarch kind of sucks.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting that it's like they don't present to be robots from the very onset. You know, it's not like a story where you're like, okay, they look like robots in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they have the twist of, oh, they're robots. It's like, oh, yeah, of course. It's like there's a little bit of a twist there where like you're not expecting it to be robots.
As soon as they said, "Oh, there's 3 billion people here," I knew it was something like that. My first thought was like holographic projections, but that's not too far off from androids.
I was thinking, oh, maybe the cryo sleep, or like it's like they have some type of like,
No, you can only gotta do digital if you want to be that many people.
I don't know, dude, but it's disappointing that that like that it is an interesting idea that they want to like, but then again, it's somewhat interesting, but then it's at the end of the day, I'm like, why isn't this just like, could this just not be the Cybermen?
They gotta go to Earth for the silicon.
Is there no other planet that has more like resources for silicon?
No, they need to go to the one that's 2,000-year journey away. That's the only option.
I would imagine, like, you know how much resources we could probably get for silicon chips for, and like on like Mars, for instance. Probably could get some shit that we can build some silicon on there. You know?
Yeah, it's not that great a plan.
No. And they're gonna come to Earth and they're gonna like be like, "Whoa, here's all this new technology and like be our friends, bro." And then they're gonna be like, "Hey, guess what? You're gonna be now androids, and we're gonna rob your resources."
They're doing an Axon. Yeah. Eh.
Was there any like when he Adric mentioned the master, he was there was a moment where he's like, "Oh, it's the master, it's the Doctor's most evil enemy." Was there any point in your mind where you're going, "Is the master gonna pop up in this?"
No.
No, no. I thought for a second it was like, is the master
Again, it was just Adric running his mouth to his new best friend,
in
telling
this?
him all the secrets.
Too bad this is on a season 8 story where every episode could have been a master.
Sadly not.
Monarch just pulls the mask off and it's secretly Anthony Hanley.
Mhm.
Do you think that would improve this story, Ben?
If it was the master
Yeah.
wanting to replace humanity, no.
Well, like, no, he wouldn't. That wouldn't be his actual plan. His plan would be like he needs the Earth's resources for like building a big gun or something.
I mean, he would do it just to spite the Doctor.
Oh yeah,
Eh, it's not a great evil villain plan,
no.
no matter who the evil villain is.
It's one of those episodes where part one kind of works just because it's a very typical part one where the Doctor and companions are just, they're a new setting. Let's see what's going on here,
Yeah.
and then once we find out what's going on there,
The layers unfolding don't make it very much more interesting.
no, it's, you're not engaged. The layers don't make you go, I need to see the next layer. It makes you
Yeah.
go, I don't care.
And it's just a drab setting.
Yeah, it doesn't help that this is one of those Doctor Who stories where it's all in studio.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think the sets are that bad, but just it being all of a BBC 80s spaceship interior sets throughout the whole story. And it's not like the most interestingly designed stuff. It doesn't, like I said, I don't think it looks bad, but it's not interesting to look at. So it's just like,
Yeah, it's not incompetent, it's just uninteresting.
yeah,
If I have to give props to the story, I don't think it's racist. They
no.
have real Asians and they're doing dances and stuff, but it doesn't feel bad.
Is it kind of racist for Australians though? Because do you think every Australian knows how to speak like whatever the language of the native?
The Australians from 10,000 years ago,
Yeah.
I think it's okay to depict them as, you know,
But no, but Tegan knew the language. Like, you think every Australian
"Oh,
knows
why
the
does she
language?
know that language?"
Like, is that just something that all Australians got taught in elementary school? See, that's right. I don't know if you're completely right. I think it's racist against Australians.
Why does she know that?
Because it would be like us with a Native American, and like we don't know how to speak Native American, man.
So she worked I'm on the Charters Wiki. I didn't realize. The airline that she works for is Air Australia.
So
So maybe there are
Ben, she's Australian.
she's not British?
No, she's Australian.
Did Logopolis not take place in Britain? Was that supposed to be
It
Australia?
did take place in Britain, but she is Australian.
Oh, I did not put that together.
Do you not remember her last name, Ben?
Yeah, I do.
But that's much more of a Australian type last name, Jovanka. Like, you don't hear British people with that last name, you know.
I'm not British. I don't know any better. This is unbelievably completely off topic.
Yes.
But do you remember in Festival of Death when the doctor died
Yeah.
and he said, "Keep Australia beautiful"?
Yeah.
Do you know about the Doctor Who for Keep Australia Beautiful
No. Well, I don't.
thing?
What? No.
That was a reference to something.
What's the reference to?
To the ad campaign, Doctor Who for Keep Australia Beautiful.
Huh.
This was a thing where he's like communicating with like this Australian guy, and he's like, "Oh, they're telling him about like I don't remember. I haven't watched it in a while." But speaking of Australia, I was reminded that was Australia was referenced recently. Oh yeah, it was referenced in that book we just read.
Because I was aware of this, which is a weird New Zealand Doctor Who commercial with Tom Baker. Also, this reminds me, we never covered the Prime computer ads, Ben, on the podcast.
I know. I did
Do you
see
think it
those.
deserves its own episode?
Probably not.
Did you watch them?
I did, where they have their face pressed up next to each other.
Very much the most sexual chemistry between the two of them ever. It's so weird to see Romana and Tom like that. Not Romana and Tom, sorry, Lala and Tom like that. You know,
Yeah.
like she is like on top of him,
Yes.
and then it's like marry the girl. Clever Prime.
Indeed.
But you know what's not clever?
Forward to Doomsday.
Yay!
So I don't have anything more to say. Do you have anything more to say?
I don't know. Like, Ben, I feel so bad because what if somebody's watching this and they're like, 40 Doomsday is my favorite story, and we got nothing. We literally have nothing to say about this except for we were bored.
I think that's it. You know, this is still early Fifth Doctor. I'm hoping it'll get better from here. Any good special effects? I thought him out in space, yeah. I thought that looked good. Like you have it looks like he's floating. Even the rope is kind of floating.
Yeah.
It has been done much worse before.
Yes.
That same thing. And then worst, I think, is Monarch shrinking away.
I would give a mention to when the older guy reveals that he's a robot and takes off of his head, but the head is like on like a CSO. So
Yeah.
then like he lifts up the head, but you still see part of the head, and then like it quickly devolves away. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I think I mean, could have been worse.
Could have been worse, but also it's not great. Because like honestly, the way that they probably should have done it is have a sequence where he's lifting up his face, right? Cut to the back of him to Peter and whoever the doctors and Tegan's reactions to it, and then you see then the inside is the robot. face, so you don't actually have to see you just cut on the motion of him lifting up.
Yeah.
But instead, they wanted to see his face for some reason, and it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
But that was never going to look good.
No. So this story sucks. How could this be fixed? How could it be improved? I think it's a little bit slow. I don't know how you would do it beat by beat, but you could easily shorten it to 3, maybe even 2 parts.
All right, Ben. Here's my pitch. My pitch is that part two, at the end of part two's cliffhanger, it needs a status change. It needs a new setting. It needs a maybe another ship is going to board them or like something like that, where the status of the episode changes. So then the stakes are changed again. It needs something like that to re-energize the story halfway through it to make me want to pay more attention to it.
Having the part 2 cliffhanger be, they're all androids, isn't enough.
No, it needs to be they're all androids, and then we're getting boarded, and then like then they have to or like oh my god but then the ship's crashing, and then like or some shit like that. It needs another layer of the change in the status quo.
What if they get to Earth and now there's like the political aspect of it? Like,
Yeah, you have the ticking time. Don't have the story be named 4 to Doomsday. It should be like 4 hours to Doomsday, and then like the 4 hours away from Earth. And like you said, then the 4 hour mark, then you would have the ticking timer for the first 2 parts, and then the timer would be over. And then like part 2, then it's like, oh, they arrived on Earth.
yes. And they had to stop them now. For a story called 4 to Doomsday, there isn't really any time pressure.
But then like Adric could be with like the leader of the world or like the president of the United States, and he's like, guys, you don't understand. You gotta trust this guy. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
He's at the UN just being like, guys, these are our bros. We got bro with them.
He's just, they've surpassed the limits of the flesh. We gotta trust them. Okay.
All right, but I just get a cliffhangers.
1, enlightenment and persuasion enter the room and revealed that they have taken on the form of Tegan's sketches, which apparently she's a really good artist because she like draws hyper realistic drawings in like a minute.
Yes.
2, Igan, who's like the Greek philosopher guy, reveals that he's an android, lifts off his faceplate. 3, persuasion captures the doctor and company, and the doctor is about to be executed. And then it's a rare occurrence. 4 kind of ends on a cliffhanger where Nissa says doctor and falls to the ground unconscious, apparently ill or injured.
Which is partly because she wasn't written to be in the next episode because she was supposed to leave this episode.
Oh, was that supposed to be her dying all of a sudden?
Oh no, that is just so that she can be sleeping, so that she's going to be sleeping the TARDIS all next serial, man, because she's not in the episode serial.
Oh, I did not know that. Is that why kinda is kinda good?
What?
The next
Oh, kinda.
story.
You said kinda.
Is that
Sorry.
why? I know. I was saying it wrong to make a
Yep.
joke. Kinda's kinda good. So Cam, how would you rate this episode?
Ooh, because again, it's a hard one because we don't have any stories to judge it on. But I do not like the story, Ben. I'm gonna have to go back to the last season to give my thoughts.
Like, is this worse than Nightmare of Eden?
See, it's pretty much in a similar plane to Nightmare of Eden. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
A couple interesting ideas, but not executing it well.
yeah, I actually think I kind of like Nightmare of Eden a little bit more than this because at least Adric is not in that.
Is it worse than Andrews of Tara?
Like, I'm just gonna give it a basic range of a 6. Be a basic. The last one is 7, Castrovalva. This one's a 6. It's not good. It's not good, but it's decent enough. It's a 6. Actually, I think I'm gonna give myself a little bit more leg room. I'm gonna give it 5.5 actually. No, I said 6. 6 will maybe be a little bit too high. It's a 5.5. What do you think, Ben?
It's around there. Like, I watched part 3 and 4 today, and at the end of part 3, I was like, part 3 felt like it was an hour long, and I was like, Jesus Christ, there's still another one. Ugh. I'm gonna do 5.7 for an average rating of 5.6. And to talk about the polls, Doctor Who magazine, as dear listener, you may very well know, does a poll every decade or so since the 90s. Most recently in 2023, 4 to Doomsday was given rank 17 out of 20 for Fifth Doctor stories. 2014 and 2009, it was 16, and 1998, it was also 17, which puts it right above The King's Demons and right below Arc of Infinity.
And in 2014, the last time it was in a full poll, it ranked in between Delta and the Bannerman on top, and then below it, it was the Web Planet.
Is this
Is this better than the Web Planet, Ben?
probably?
But similar camp,
If the Web Planet was 4 parts, I think Web Planet would be better.
but it isn't.
Web Planet being 6 parts just instantly makes this better. Or is it even 7? No, only 6. I was right. Is it Vicky? I don't even remember the order of First Doctor stories. I would have bet money that was a season 1 Susan story. No, it's like Sensorites and Marinus, which don't feel like season 1. Completely off topic. So that will do it, I think. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Next week, it's Kinda.
Next week is Kinda, which I think, going by what I see online, might be kind of good. We will see.
Yeah, I just looked at the poll. It's much higher on the poll, Ben.
Oh, yeah. Looking at the polls, Kinda is 4 out of 20. So that will be significantly better. Thank God. So have a wonderful rest of your day.
Peace out, everyone.